Don't put your hands on me. Why are you putting your hands on me?
What are you doing with my tattoo kit?
You have a license for it?
You don't need a license. You can buy it off Temu. You're a fucking idiot.
If you were to ask me the top 5 states and top 5 agencies to not play the sovereign citizen game, Arkansas would be on that list, and Arkansas State Troopers would be on that list as well. And if you get a hard-nosed Arkansas State Trooper and a headstrong sovereign citizen, there's bound to be fireworks. This is one of those.
66 Little Rock. I'm 98. Copy another 1024.
Right.
We're going to be on the opposite side of the bridge over I-40. It's a boy Edward William 87 Tom, the EW 87T. It's on a white Crown Vic.
Passenger side approach.
Can I open this up?
No, you can't.
Huh?
You have no right to open my door.
Okay, get out of the car. Get out.
No, I don't.
Get out.
Get out.
Get out.
Why do I get out?
I'm telling you to get out.
You're violating my right right now.
66 Little Rock. Start Mayflower over here. 1050 up 71. In the trouble now.
He's violating the 14th Amendment.
Get out of the car.
14th Amendment of my life.
Get out.
Gun hand occupied. No bueno.
I'm going to record this. So.
Okay.
Don't open my door.
Get out.
Don't open my door.
Get out.
Why are you opening my door?
I'm going to give you one more opportunity to get out,
Hey, Chris, I'm
or I'm taking you to jail.
Because I got to record this.
Get out.
You wait. I'm going
Get out.
to record this before you...
Get out of the car.
I love you, Bob.
Get out of the car.
Don't fucking put your hands on me. Why are
Get
you
out of the
putting
car.
your hands on me?
I told you to get
I'm
out of
not
the car.
resisting arrest. Why are you fucking doing anything? And what am I being detained for?
But put your hands behind your back. Drop your cigarette. Drop your cigarette.
Why am I being
Drop your
detained,
cigarette.
sir? All right. So you're going to get in trouble for this. Violating my 14th Amendment. I ain't done nothing wrong. You pulled me over for no reason. You got no probable cause for anything.
Deputy don't play that. Trooper don't play that. Mode engaged. They do not play around in Arkansas.
Turn around. I'm Trooper Cross with the State Police.
Okay, so
The reason
what
I'm
does that
stopping
mean?
you is your license plate light is entirely too dim. I can't read your tag.
Really?
Sit on
That
the
is
car.
bullshit. That's bullshit reason.
The
Come
reason
on
I
now.
don't do driver's side approaches is so I don't get fucking ran over.
Well, you're not
All right?
going to because your
I
car's
don't know.
blocking the lane.
Okay. I don't know if your window doesn't work or what.
No, it doesn't.
All right.
That's why I said come around to the other side.
That's why
But you just wanted to pull people out of the car
I can't hear
and put them in
you. Okay.
handcuffs.
Do you have a driver's license?
No, I don't. I don't need one to travel.
6
Why are you throwing stuff around? You're being awfully violent.
1011 is no driver.
No, I'm not 10-11 for no driver's license. You don't have to have a driver's license to travel. Read the Constitution, sir.
Ding, ding, ding. We got a sovereign and we got the state trooper. They're going to constantly mention this 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment has absolutely nothing to do with this traffic stop, and sovereigns will almost always convolute the 14th Amendment with a police officer's right to conduct a traffic stop on a roadway. Remember, the 14th Amendment guarantees equal protections and citizenship. It doesn't have anything to do with the traffic stop.
You're violating my rights right now.
I'm 1015.
You're violating my rights. Do you understand me?
Oh, you're going to jail.
I'm not going to jail for
Yep, I
nothing.
told you to get out. You
Why
get
did
out
I
of the car.
why am I going to jail? What probable cause did you have to pull me over first place?
I already explained that to you.
No, you didn't. You said my tail light's dim. That's bull.
Turn around.
I don't have nothing on me. I don't know why you keep...
Well, I'm searching you before I put you in my car.
Well, that's good for you.
That's
But, you know,
great.
you're violating my rights.
Okay. Well, if you like to file a complaint, you can.
No, I'm going to fucking sue your ass is what I'm going to do. I ain't been no kind of resisting. I told you to come over to the other side because my window doesn't come down. You open my door
I
unannounced.
couldn't hear you, and so I told you to just get out.
No, that's my son that was talking to on the phone.
You're going to jail, so you're detained.
Really?
Don't call anymore.
I'm going to jail for what?
Like I said,
What am I going to jail
obstruction.
for,
I told
sir?
you to get out of the car, and you didn't.
You got no problem.
And I pulled you out of the car. I don't know if you're
Violating my rights.
familiar with Pennsylvania versus Mims, but I can tell you to get out of the car for you.
But I know what my 14th Amendment is.
All right, well,
You know what that is? Huh? You read the Constitution? You know y'all are violating and committing felonies right now? Do you? Do you understand, sir? Hello, sir?
do you process things slow, or you just...
No, I'm processing it perfectly. I do believe you're violating my 14th Amendment. The right to travel without being harassed or molested. That's what I believe. And then you're going to tow my car, so I have to bill you for a rental.
Give me a car.
I want my property. I want my phone.
In custody, but it's going to progressively get more interesting. I'd like to address the reason the officer pulled the person over, because a lot of you are going to say, oh, that's bull crap that he pulled him over for the license plate light. I'm going to give you a little bit of law here. Wren versus U.S. WHREN, William Henry Robert Easy Nora, is a Supreme Court case that says these are what's called pretextual stops. And I don't know what the officer's subjective thought inside of his mind was, and it doesn't matter according to Wren. He might have just wanted to look in the car to see if there was anything more. Maybe he's looking for dope. Maybe he's looking for something else. He can use something as simple as that license plate light being out as his reason to stop, and it doesn't matter that that was the pretext. As long as it's legitimate, he can make that stop for that simple thing if he even wants to do his little expedition to find something else potentially inside the car. Wren versus U.S., he can pull him over for that all day long. Supreme Court has ruled on it.
You know you're violating my rights, right? My constitutional rights?
Yep.
Do you understand that?
You. Turn this way.
Okay.
Turn this way.
Well, I'm not resisting you, so quit manhandling me.
Turn the way I'm telling you to.
Well, I'm telling you to quit manhandling me because I ain't done nothing wrong. So quit manhandling me, please. You understand what I'm saying, sir? Huh? Or do you not comprehend fast?
Get in the car.
Would you give me a minute?
Move your foot.
Would you give me a fucking minute? Really, you fucking piece of shit? You're violating my fucking rights, you piece of shit! Fucking dick! You're violating my fucking rights!
Observe closely the suspect here and the officer in this split frame. It's really interesting. I'm going to explain something to you.
Fucking cocksucker! I want to file a complaint! Wow. You're gonna search my car like I got some drugs. Wow.
I'm going to stop right here. Now look at this. When we stop cars, we turn on all of our lights to perform this blinding tactical advantage of having all these lights. So when we approach the car at night, the suspect or the driver, they can't see us if they want to launch some type of attack on us. And this is super tactically advantageous. However, state troopers often perform certain tasks alone because they ride by themselves and backup is often very far away and they have to use other jurisdictions. What you see here is looking at the suspect in the back of the vehicle, looking at every single thing the officers do. The officer's all the way inside of the car and he's clearly illuminated, and when he turns back around to walk to the car, all those lights are in his eyes and he loses his night vision. There's an easy tactic to potentially mitigate some of that light wash that's on the officer, is for the officer to turn the spotlights around to the suspect. The other thing is, if you got a local agency that's going to come up and back you up, then just maybe wait for the local agency before you conduct your search. With this guy being able to see all of this stuff makes it a bit more challenging, especially if we've seen people slip handcuffs and do other things. The tactical advantage to the suspect in this case. With the explanation of the spotlight. The spotlight is the light that you see that officers have on the driver's side, passenger side. We can move those around. That light is movable, and almost all patrol cars have them, some don't. But if it has it, you can turn that light around and it can face whatever direction you want, and that can wash the light inside the vehicle, giving the officer some type of concealment while he's conducting the search, if this is how you choose to do your search.
Sir, why did you kick me?
Huh?
Why did you kick me?
I gave you numerous
What,
opportunities
because I
to get
couldn't
your
move
leg
fast
back
enough
in.
because you got me detained in this little tiny box? So I couldn't move fast enough for you, so you assault me? I don't find I want to speak to the sergeant, or the person in charge.
I'm in charge right now.
No, you're not. Give me your superior, please.
You
I'd
can
like to
talk
speak
to
to
my
your
superior when you get out of jail.
No, I want to speak to your superior right now, sir.
That's
You're
not how it
violating my
works.
rights.
Okay.
You need to get your superior.
That's not how that works.
That is how it works.
No. I'm glad you know so much about how I operate.
Really? Because you don't know the law, apparently. Because you don't assault somebody, and you don't manhandle them for no reason.
66 the rock.
I want a lieutenant above you. I want your superior. I want to speak to your superior now, sir.
Not happening.
Well, then you're going to be in trouble. I hope you like your job.
What's up, man? Hey, he's got a warrant out of you guys. Well, that's not why I called you out here. I was pretty sure it was him driving. He's got no driver's license. He's got a warrant out of y'all, and I think he had a warrant out of Florida or something, maybe. Okay. Anyway, I stopped him for a tag light. I walk up there, I'm like, I can't hear him, and he's saying something about come over this way. And I open the door, I'm like, hey, can I open this? And he's like, no. And I was like, all right, well, get out. He's like, blah, 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 blah. He starts running his mouth, and I walk over here, I'm like, get out. Get out. Get out, or I'm going to pull you out. Yeah. So I pulled him out of the corner. Anyway. If you want to look at his DL real quick and see if y'all have this warrant, which I don't know if y'all confirm them or...
That's another jurisdiction that's there backing him up.
I want to speak to your superior now, sir.
No.
Well, you're going to be in some deep shit, so I hope you like your job. I'm going to be flipping burgers when I'm done. You don't assault people. I did no violent act towards you, and you don't need to do a violent act towards me, sir. I've been nothing but polite, but you can't hear me, you wanted to assault me.
Oh, I heard you. I told you to move your foot so I could close the door, and you refused.
And you got me getting into this tiny box, and I'm 47 years old, so you assault me. That's your way of dealing with it, assault. I'm pressing charges against you.
I'm happy to hear it, buddy.
Yeah, I'm going to file a complaint with your superior right now. I need to speak to your superior right now, sir. You're denying me it?
Like I told you before, that is not happening.
Okay, so who do I speak to because that's above you? Because you are assaulting people, and I don't want to be around you. You're violating my rights.
That sucks, man.
Keep it up, because you're being recorded.
I told you the whole thing was being recorded when I stopped you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. You said
You just
the
have a
door
problem
words.
listening.
Wow, I'm not the one listening. You couldn't hear me is what you said. That's all right. I want to make a lot of money off of you guys. You and your law-abiding, non-law-abiding asses.
This conversation in the backseat, these happen frequently, and I'm almost always amazed by some of the stuff that I hear. And the fact that I'm almost a decade older than this guy and he still behaves in this manner is sad and still kind of shocking that people still believe this in this age group. It gets more interesting.
I want to file a complaint against you right now. I want your superior. Please, give me your superior. And I want medical. Oh, you're not going to get medical? Okay. I want medical! Sir? I want medical! You're holding me against my will. You have no artistic reason to fucking arrest me. Violating my rights! Ah! Fucking damn handcuff. Fucking tighten you tight, prick. Ah! Fucking open up, prick!
I've had people do that in the back of cars and blame it on officers, the injuries that they incur from the self-inflicted banging their head, banging their leg, and kicking. It happens.
What are you beating on shit for?
I ain't beating on nothing. What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you hitting?
Nothing! Does it look like I'm hitting
It
shit?
sounds like you're hitting shit. So that's why I'm asking what you're hitting.
Nothing! I'm trying to get these handcuffs from fucking cutting into me.
Oh, go stretch.
I'm not. No, they don't. You're a prick.
When he said the handcuffs are too tight, the trooper said they'll stretch. And that's a cop kind of joke or comment. Some people may find it funny, but you may have missed it. But he said, when the guy said they hurt, he said they'll stretch. They don't.
Ow. Ow.
During the search, the officer is going to encounter something that I find very interesting, a law that I never heard of. I'll address it after we see it.
Hey, come up here for just a second. This looks like, I'm just making sure it's not, it looks like melted on this plastic bag. Will you, I haven't put anything in here yet. Will you hold this open? Yeah. If you just stick your finger down in it, open it up.
If you missed what he said that he thinks he found melted speed.
Does that look like melted to you? Typically, that's what it looks like in a pipe.
He keeps saying the M word. I'm going to say speed, so hopefully that it doesn't get clipped, but he thinks that he found speed.
It might be. I've just seen it look like that in a pipe before. I couldn't hear him, but I don't do driver's side approaches. And I was like, hey, man, can I open this up? He's like, no, you can't. And I already had his return pulled up, and I saw that he was revoked.
Look at how intently he's watching the search when they find the substance.
And okay, we'll get out. I'm recording this. I'm not getting out. I guess the state up here say doesn't know Pennsylvania versus Mims. Well, that's what I would. He's like, you know what my 14th Amendment is? And I was like, do you know what Pennsylvania versus Mims is? He's got a tattoo gun too. So that's also a misdemeanor.
Yeah. Fucking tattoo kid. Fuck.
I've never found somebody in possession of it before, but it's a misdemeanor.
So they found a tattoo gun inside the vehicle. The officer or the trooper is saying that it's a misdemeanor. The guy sees that they found the tattoo gun, but they're saying it's a misdemeanor in the state of Arkansas to possess a tattoo gun. I'm going to talk about that as this progresses because it gets a little bit interesting.
Do y'all have that warrant though? Yeah. Okay.
What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing with my tattoo kit?
Huh?
What are you doing with my tattoo kit?
Do you have a license for it?
You don't need a license.
Yes, you
buy it
do.
off Timu. You're a fucking idiot.
Yes, that's what he said.
You're a moron.
I don't know how it is in California, but you got to have a license for that.
I'm not from California, you dumbass.
Excuse me, Colorado rather.
Okay, so this is what I'd like to talk about, especially if there's sovereigns watching this. I know you watch, so I'm going to talk about this. I looked it up, and in Arkansas, possession of a tattoo gun without a license is a misdemeanor. I think that law is absolute bullcrap. I don't agree with it. I think it's silly, and maybe there's a reason why. Maybe they're getting hepatitis and all kinds of other stuff. But if an adult human wants to have a tattoo gun, in my opinion, they should be able to have a tattoo gun. Maybe they just want to collect them and they like how they look. But on the side of the road is not where you make your case. To get the officer a hard time is not the route to go. If you want to get a law changed, there are legislation changes made every year, and people can go and do what they want to do in the proper place. There are laws that I disagree with, but I'm not going to give the officer a hard time on the side of the road. And yes, I'm an American citizen, and I know that there are ways that we can get things changed. But I don't live in Arkansas, so it doesn't matter. I don't plan on having a tattoo gun. So it's not the battle that I'm going to fight. And just because you buy it on Temu doesn't make it legal.
Well, whatever. The fuck, you don't have to have a license for it. The fuck?
Oh, he's an angry elf.
Yeah, because you assaulted me.
Say an angry elf?
You assaulted me, you little fucking bald-headed prick. You bet you wouldn't do that if fucking you had a band on, did you? You couldn't do it, could you?
I couldn't
piece of shit.
I couldn't do what?
Assault me. Without that badge. Bet you could, because you're a lying piece of shit bullshitter.
You have a very wide vocabulary, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Because I don't like being assaulted, and I don't like being violently being handcuffed. For no reason.
Oh, buddy, I assure you.
Because you don't hear people.
Violent.
And then lied to you about a tattoo gun. You don't have to have a license. Fuck. I want to speak to your superior. I don't know why you're being resistant and not doing it, but you're going to pay for it. It don't matter. I'm going to file a complaint against you for assaulting me for no reason.
Okay.
A 47-year-old young man that fucking works his ass off, and you assault me. Then you want to come over and ask me, why are you hitting my car? Who the fuck's hitting your car? I have a right to travel without a license.
You and the judge can talk about that one.
No. You and your superior need to talk about that when he comes up here.
Oh, my superior's not coming out here to talk to you.
Why isn't he?
Hey, you
You
don't want to
violate my rights? I need to speak to your superior. I have a right to.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Oh, I don't. I don't have a right to speak to your superior for you assaulting me.
That is correct.
Okay, all right. We'll see what that's about when my lawyer gets a hold of your ass. That's cool. Little piece of shit.
Is there a law that says that there has to be a superior sent to the scene because a person requests it? I have never seen a law like that. Some departments have a policy that exists where a sergeant or a supervisor has to come if one is requested. That is not a law that I've ever seen.
You fucking piece of garbage, man. You got picked on as a kid, didn't you?
No.
Yep, you got molested by your daddy. Your mom was a whore. I get it. It's okay. It's okay. Try to be a piece of shit in your world, huh?
I'll tell you something. And this guy goes down a list. He says he's going to be flipping burgers. They always say that. He says they're going to sue. They almost always say that. They log into your family and say things about your family. And they say if you didn't have that badge. I mean, those are the 4 most common ones that they'll say to try to get under the officer's skin. A little pointer. That almost never gets under an officer's skin. In fact, it makes us realize that you being arrested really gets to you. Your best option is to just be quiet and sit in the back of the car. Because these two are going back and forth and the officer's winning because that guy's going to end up going to jail. Saying all that stuff, it just lets the officer know that it gets to you and you're really not getting to him.
You assault me. I can't believe you assaulted me. That blows my mind. You're supposed to serve and protect and you did nothing but assault and violate. Wow.
If you weren't driving without a driver's license, you wouldn't be in this position.
Oh, really? I have a right to travel without being harassed and molested.
I've heard
14th Amendment.
I have heard that one before.
Do you know what that is? Do you know what the 14th Amendment is? That's what this government's been shutting down for us because the Constitution is being violated. You don't know that, do you? You're not allowed to hold me against my will. You're not allowed to fucking violate me and assault me. You're not allowed to do that.
I will take your opinion into consideration.
No,
I appreciate your advice.
You're still going to be a piece of shit. It doesn't matter. Like, you violate my rights, and you think you got a right to.
Class A misdemeanor to be in possession of a tattoo gun without a license in the Department of Health.
Where's my car going to?
Pro Auto.
Where? I don't know where that is.
Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging.
No, you really?
Mm-hmm.
You assault me, so I would not believe that you would.
God, dog, they brought everybody out.
Going to jail is one thing, but watching a stranger get in and drive your car away and put it on a tow truck is incredibly emasculating.
No. I worked at Deer Crash, that's about it.
Well, they're just going to drive my car?
No,
Wow.
it's probably too cold for me to be out there.
Well, you're doing a whole new violation of everything, huh? Hope you know I'm sending you a rental bill.
You can bill it to the state police, I'm not paying it.
Yeah, I bet you will, because I'm
Yeah,
suing you
I did.
individually because you violated my right. You assaulted me. Thank you very much.
Hey, Violet, will you grab that test kit out of the front passenger seat?
Not 100% sure, but we in policing have field test kits where you can test certain drugs in the field to see if you get a hit. We put that in the paperwork, but it's almost always sent to a lab in a very sterile place to conduct the test to confirm if something is in fact containing the narcotic that we were looking for. So I believe that's a field test that he was requesting from the officer. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure.
You're not going to buckle me up neither?
No.
Oh, wow.
This is an interesting exchange. Pay attention closely here and I'm going to have a question after.
I wish you would buckle me up. It's unsafe.
I'm not leaning across you.
Huh?
I'm not leaning across you.
Oh, you're not leaning across me, but you'll assault me. That's for sure. You can assault a motherfucker like hell, boy. Tell you what, assault man, but you can't put a seatbelt on and make sure he doesn't get hurt. Well, that's right, because you just want to hurt anyway. Can't hear me, so he comes out of my side of the car and assaults me.
So this is interesting. I'd like to discuss this because there are policies for sure in some departments. My department had one where you had to buckle a person in. Now, the trooper mentioned that he didn't want to reach over the guy because he was a potential threat because he was being non-compliant or whatever. But I don't know what their policy is as far as handcuffing me. I could imagine this guy's requesting it. There could be some liability, especially if they get into a wreck and the guy requested to be put into a seatbelt. What I'd like to know is in your jurisdiction, do you have a mandatory policy where the person has to be buckled in the seat? And is there any factors where you would not have to buckle them in? Definitely want to hear from a lot of the LEOs, but even if you're not an LEO and you know the policy in your jurisdiction, does a person have to be buckled in and would there be a liability situation here? In my opinion, this was totally avoidable. This person who I'm almost a decade older than, which boggles my mind, acts in this manner. This is not the way to win a situation if you don't agree with the laws. You're always going to end up in the backseat of a car. You're always going to take that trip down to jail. We heard the officer mention the traffic situation. We saw that he was conducting the field test, and I don't know that if that came back positive or not, but what I do believe is that the officer arrested him for the traffic charges and for the obstructing, which is something that we almost always see when the person refuses to get out of the vehicle. You will see me have constructive criticism or constructive critiques of the officers when it comes to their safety or in the manner that they're interacting with the individual. Not to say that this person is a bad person or that my way is the only way. This is an educational process. And if you like that kind of content, this is the place to come because this is the community that we're creating of people who want to learn about law enforcement on a different level. If you like this kind of content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and look at the catalog of videos that I have. We're over 100 videos there with different types of policing videos, not just car stops, but a whole bunch of different things. Click on the video that's on your screen if you like content just like this.